Another place in which only the Child of Baal can help with, of course. Watcher's Keep sounds like a long and possibly very difficult adventure, something along the lines of Durleg's Tower. Maybe after Imoen is saved. Now we must go to the Umar Hills and deal with the evil that is killing the Imnesvale villagers. Then we will approach the Shadow Thieves leader and ask to be taken to where the Cowled Wizard's base is. I've had enough delays, and I feel terrible as it is for making Imoen wait a few months before we intervene. If we show up and all we face are Cowled Wizards, then so be it. But as I have said before, I don't believe that John Aranicus is that weak. I believe he has control over the place. It's the only thing that makes logical sense from my own experience with him. We could do nothing to stop him. He was that powerful. And that is why I wanted to improve our skills and better our equipment, so that we would have a chance against him. I believe we are at that point. So, we will kill whatever is creating the Shadow Wolves in the ruined temple northwest of Imnesvale, and go to save Imoen, my very dear and best friend. I only hope she's alright. I don't know what I would do if I go there, only to find out that she's dead. Perhaps we should rest before we leave Watcher's Keep. Or just explore the nearby area, though. I don't know, something just feels very wrong. Maybe that's what they mean about evil coming back to the keep. It just feels very wrong here. That's the sense I get out of it, anyways. I don't know what Ajantis feels.
Oh, please, it is so dark and late, and I am so tired. Is there no chance that we might stop and rest for a while?
Certainly, we shall set up camp right here. Thank you. I'll try not to be such a bother. I'm just unused to traveling in such darkness. You know, the five of us. I'd go into at least see the first level of Watcher's Keep if we had Rasaad with us. We don't. Let's rest. Or Minsk, but we're going to help Rasaad now. Then we'll get about to seeing what it is that Ari wants. Oh, who's this?
Good morning, my lad. How are ye this morning? I did not wish to startle ye, but I was walking by and could not help but notice this note blowing in the wind.
Note? It looks important, and I should not wish anyone to lose what is really important. Do you hear what I am saying to thee? I thought so. Good luck. What's the... What does it say? Jaheira is known for Orin. Oh. I thought we were missing someone. Orin, goodbye. No sappy farewells or crying over how things must be. I do neither of these things well, nor would I wish to. I've made a decision, one that is not ideal, but it is necessary. I can go nowhere without this shadow, and I wish to leave it behind. I am returning to the Harper Hold that I might face judgment there. I will plead the case as we saw it, for whatever they accuse, and if they do not see reason, then I will suffer what I must. Galvari had detractors as well as allies, so I believe I can end this in my favor. If not, at least it will be an end. I do not ask you to follow. I do this for myself, and there will be little or no gain for you. You may still be a target of violence, but perhaps their interest in you will wither beside the capture of a traitor. For better or worse, I am taking control once more. I hope to see you again in better times, with nature's love and mine, Jaheira. No. Sorry, Jaheira, that's not acceptable. We're gonna go get Rasaad, and then we're gonna go to the keep. It's a bit out of the way, but... sorry to,
Certainly.
The Harper's Keep. Harper's Hold. Whatever they like to call it. I can't believe she just left like that. Jaheira, very stubborn. I'm not sure where we can find... There he is, Rasaad.
Ah, you have returned. Do you have another adventure to abduct me into?
Why don't you come with me and see? Okay. So we should rest because we'll be way too tired. It'll be almost 2 days of traveling. It was almost a full day just with that. We'll go rest at the inn, and then we'll go
Direct me as you will.
and get Jaheira out of the Harpers. I'd like to see you list your services, please. Of course, anything for the heroes of trade meet. Yeah, your best room. In a bit of a hurry, so we'll rest, get a full night's sleep, and then go. Alright, no time to even stop and drink. We had our breakfast, let's continue on. At least I have a potion case now, been looking for that.
It will be done.
They better not have harmed Jaheira, otherwise every Harper, I swear, will pay for it. Okay, to the docks. Straight away. You are changed, Orin. It seems to me there was once a light in your eyes, but no longer. Being tortured by a madman does tend to dim some things. The light in one's eyes, the hope for a brighter tomorrow, one's view of humanity. I believe you will recover all these things. You're stronger than anyone I've ever known. Did Irenicus give you any clue what he wanted from you? Yes, he detailed his entire plan to me. Something to do with awakening an undead squirrel behemoth, as I recall. You tried to hide with pain, your pain with humor. You do not need to do this with me, Orin. I'm sorry, Rasaad. It's a hard habit to break. I wish there was something I could do. Things were simpler when I was in the Order. The light less harsh. Now, the world is darker. The light does nothing but cast more shadows. I believe the light will guide us from the darkness, Rasaad. In time. I believed the same thing once. Things are different now. Our path is not so clear, and more dangerous than ever before. Yet still, we must find our way. Whatever path we choose will be the right one. I am sure of it. I'm glad you remain optimistic, Orin. I hope you're alright. I hope you're right, is what he said. Galveri Estate. Let's get our defenses ready. Because I fear this could turn into another fight. We don't have Jaheira. But we have enough defenses as defensive spells. I can't believe we're fighting Harpers. They're supposed to be good.
I never saw much of the cities from this.
It's also nice to have our spells work again.
Surrounded like
Quickly
this?
and precisely.
Let's go in.
All right, you and me.
So it's a battle then. What is wrong with these people?
All right, you and me. Let's go. All right. All right, you and me. All right, you and me. All right.
Ah, Rasaad, you're always getting hurt. Okay.
Without
Oh, there's some
hesitation.
kind of magical item. Can you identify this, Harry? Studded leather armor with a minor magical enchantment.
This will not take long.
Okay, where did they take Jaheira? Did they turn her into a bird?
Why are you here?
Oh, there she is. Your troubles are my troubles, Jaheira, and you will not face them alone. Orin, you magnificent bastard. I would kill you for following me if I were not so glad to see you. Jaheira, I don't care that... What? Glad? I thought you wanted this. I wanted to atone with the Harpers, but these are not they. I think revenge is more of a factor here. The true Harpers have abandoned this garish place. Notice the lack of spectral Harpists? They were here at one time, and they would not leave their post unless it was no longer to be guarded. Then we are free of their meddling? We still may be hunted. I must ask Derman if I see him again. He told me to come here, so I need to know if his allegiance has changed or not. Those we kill in self-defense may look like Harper allies, even if they are not. We have no choice, and I will not feel guilty over this tangled web anymore. Let's get out of here, but take care. If their tactics are as simple as their motives, then you may have been allowed to pass. Our exit may be treacherous. Then we will go together. Rejoin and walk with me. I am glad too. We'll talk again later, Orin. Alright, we need to get Rasaad healed. Okay, we have defensive... Our defensive spells are up. You think it might be a battle on the way out? Let's do this. Yep, there's more of them.
You will fall by my hands!
Okay.
You are a slippery one.
We have a mage over there. Oh, Airy.
Whatever I can.
We can't just let them cast their spells, though.
What is it?
Maybe I have to use magical arrows here. I got one. Oh, that will reflect.
What can I do?
I will require heal. Nature's servant awaits.
Oh, what the heck happened to you?
This is a
Jaheira.
lot more exciting than any circus.
As you will.
Jaheira fell. Seems to be something that's happening quite a bit lately. What's wrong with you, Rasaad? He's been
With
confused.
Helm's blessing.
He's been confused. Okay, let's get this all cleaned up. Okay, so we are ready to return to... we have to go to the Temple Ruins, but... we should go to the Umar Hills first.
Correct
We'll
me as you
sell
will.
what little we have, spend the night, and then go to the ruins. Hopefully it won't be too dark. These people sell. These are merchants, we can sell to them. Ah, good day to you, ma'am. Or good night. Show me what you have to sell, please. Always willing to satisfy a customer. With gold, that is. Okay, so Jantis is carrying a bunch of things that we could sell. Good. Well, let's rest and then go to the ruins.
Certainly.
Oh, that was a restful night. Now, the ruins that everybody's afraid of, where apparently the Shadow Wolves are coming from. Oh, it's not Dana. What's that? Please, death, too many. Ugh! Somebody just
Without
died?
doubt.
Who was this? Welland's journal. This journal was found on the body of the shadow-slain warrior that we stumbled upon near the entrance to the Dark Woods. The last entry is of particular interest. Nothing is as I'd imagined that it would be. I expected to become a hero when I joined Mazzy Fenton's party. I expected that we would slay monsters with ease and bask in the glory of victory as they do in the old tales. But it is not as it seems. I did not expect the drudgery of the march, the casual horror of slaughter, the smell of death everywhere. I swear I can taste it. We've killed so many shadows and black wolves that my brain has become as numb as my arm. I am covered in ichor, but have not the energy to even clean myself. If not for Mazzy, I think that I would go mad. She is a constant source of strength, and always reminds us of the innocents that these beasts have killed, of the horror that we must take upon ourselves to save the people who have no defense. Mazzy is the hero here, not I. The battle has only just begun. Today we arrived at the entrance to the ruined temple. It was crawling with shadows. Were it not for Mazzy's quick thinking, we would surely be dead. There were far too many to fight, but Mazzy used the stained glass of the ruins to reflect what light we had, illuminating the entrance and sending their shades to their doom. While the stained glass caught the light, we were able to find a pocket of safety. Any shadows that came within were destroyed by the light. Tomorrow we will attempt to enter the temple and the darkness. I've never felt such dread. I try to be as brave as Mazzy, but cannot. I feel the horrible, inescapable urge to run, and when the battle is joined, I can only hope that I will not. There's very, very little light here, even though it's just not even dinner time yet. These woods are about the most foreboding woods I've ever seen in my life. They make Watchers Keep seem friendly. We'll have to find our way through the darkness to where we need to go. No, I do not like it here. Shadows.
Fall, creature!
weapon does nothing.
You will not steal my vengeance. Is that a werewolf?
You will fall by my hand!
Yes!
I ran into this cave here. It's still daylight and there's shadows everywhere in this dark forest. Well, we've braved worse places, I'm sure. Let's try to get through this. Oh, who's this?
With your demons before I send you to meet them.
Man-things! Curse you and curse the world! Can a wolf not enjoy her last meal in peace? We've come to put an end to the evil of you and your wolves. You've preyed on your last innocent. My wolves? Ha! No longer, fool. The pack has fallen under the foul magics of the Shade Lord. Your hunting has gone awry. Oh. Explain yourself. Who is this Shade Lord, and what has he done to your pack? This place was not always like this, floating in a false and unholy darkness. It began only a short time ago. The ruins to the east of the den have long been a place of foreboding to my pack and me. We had no desire to tread the ground of the fallen temple, yet you lived so close to it. The temple was once dedicated to a Monitor, the god of the sun, and a great prophetess is buried within. It was holy ground once, though now it is fouled. Isn't a Monitor the god that was dead that we returned the other half of the two halves into one of the rift device, returned it to a Monitor? Yeah, but isn't that the sun god? The god of the sun. I'm confused. This place has obviously been desecrated by something evil. It is obvious that a Monitor's power has waned, for if this were still his consecrated ground, my doom would never have arisen from the bowels of the temple. Go on. Some weeks ago, muted rumblings were heard beneath the temple. We paid little heed to them until the skies darkened and the shadows deepened. It was high noon when it happened, and the pack gathered so I might calm them. I thought it to be an eclipse. It was not. The Shade Lord came among us then. He dominated my wolves, my children, with a glance. I changed form and leapt at his darkness, but he merely laughed. Anath, he said, bend to my will. You shall be the means of my revenge. He walked amongst the terrified wolves and killed them all with a touch. Once they were all dead, his darkness reached out to the corpses of my children and animated them as shade wolves. Numb with terror and sorrow, I ran. I've hidden these last few weeks from the shades that were once wolves, from the darkness that creeps out of the temple that once imprisoned the Shade Lord. I will hide no more. This man I killed only to gather strength to face the Shade Lord. He wants only to kill, and those he kills, be they man-thing or wolf, arise as shades in his army. Will you allow me this revenge, or do I have to fight you as well? The Shade Lord seems to be the true source of this evil, so we will help you kill him. Meet me in the temple to the east of this den. Be wary of the shadows that lurk there. Make sure you are prepared before you enter it. Well, that's the treasure of this werewolf that has its own pack of wolves. We'll leave it. Okay, well, let's put our protections up then. Yeah. It's actually quite terrifying out here.
It is about time.
I don't get scared easily.
My thieving skills would be of little use here. What wealth does a bear drop in the woods?
You need something?
And protection from fear. Okay,
Without
we're good.
hesitation.
Said to the east? Yes, I guess if a monitor is a dead god, that there's nothing keeping whatever his temples were secure anymore. It's kind of sad it's come to this. The darkness has blocked out the rest of the light from outside. Even at night, there could be moonlight. Maybe not in the thick forest, but... if it's not overcast, there should be some starlight and moonlight coming through. More shades. Shadows.
My weapon does nothing! Yes!
My weapon is of no use.
My weapon does nothing!
This will not take long.
I have to use magic. Magical... I'm out of those arrows. I'll use arrow piercing. Regular arrows don't seem to be effective against them. And if that's what we're going to go up against them, possibly they're hundreds. I need to be better prepared. I wish my bow was like the short bow that Yoshimo has.
What is it?
Unlimited arrows.
You will fall by my hand! Does nothing! Next time! Next time!
Oh. My arrows are ineffective. Okay. Swords then.
If it must be done.
My sword should be able to harm it.
My weapon does nothing!
Let me help you.
It will be done.
Go north through here. What's that? That was a little scary. Shade Wolf.
My weapon does nothing.
Yeah, Airy. That's... I don't know if any of your weapons will do anything.
Certainly.
There's something over there. Wherever it is, the temple must be this way. If it's nearby. Still don't see anything.
My weapon does nothing.
I'm listening.
I see you in the ground!
Well, my arrows are hitting it. Maybe it depends what kind of shadow it is. Where is this place? Okay, it's not there. Must be over here. Oh, there's some stone for the floor, for the ground, I mean. It's a great big pit. The edges of this pit are scratched and torn as if some large creature has moved through here recently. The darkness of the pit is a black so deep it strains my eyes just to see it.
I
Okay.
see you in the ground!
Get those second chance.
Oh, that's a lot of shadows. Ari, can you do something? More.
You are a slippery one!
Orin, it's a trap. Use the mirror to the left of the crystal there to gather what light is left and avenge my pack. Okay, let's get through over there.
It will be done.
Kill this.
Don't let my friends
Get through.
be hurt.
Ajantis, hit the mirror. Use the
We must
mirror.
always strive to be role models to
The polished glass of this ruined window catches some of the weak light that the darkened gem puts forth. I could arrange the pane in such a manner that it would reflect all of the light if I so wish. Yes, do it.
Duty to one's cause outweighs all.
When I turn the pane of polished glass, it reflects the light from the gem and the area brightens. Get in there. Ari, come on.
Yes?
Let them
Without
come. Let them be
doubt.
destroyed.
Yes.
Okay then. We've got to find a way into this ruined temple. Oh, there's stairs going down here. With the polished glass reflecting the light from the gem back upon itself, the illumination is significantly brighter. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.